Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy book review day. Today's book is An Immense World by Ed Yong. And it's won the Pulitzer Prize and made a bunch of lists, so it really doesn't need promotion, but it is an awesome book. It is nonfiction. And if you know nothing about it, it is essentially each section in the book is focused on a sense, touch, taste, um, hearing, but also like electro um, senses and echolocation and all these different senses out there. And while it is a book about the senses, it is really um, awe-inspiring. I mean, I came away from the book really inspired and excited about the natural world because what it really does, what Ed Young's writing does here is really give you a sense of, some of the things that we've misunderstood about nature, where our current thinking is about it now, and then also, um, what we still don't know. Um, but in looking at, how an elephant sees or how an eel, um, electric eel, actually feels its way around using electricity and how bats locate, but also how humans with vision impairments are able to do that as well. And just the things that we're capable of, it really is just kind of, I mean, I love nature anyway, but it just even reawoken that even more and really inspired me to want to continue appreciating nature around me. I mean, there's sections in there about birds, and of course, humans are in there, but it's not about who does what better, which, is one of the points Ed makes really early on is so often when we talk about senses, it's, who can hear the best, or who can has the best sense of touch or taste, or has the greatest spectrum of vision. And all those things are very relative. And there are so many nuances to each of them that, it's really about how each creature, humans included, have adapted their sense to their unique situation. So, some animals need a wide spectrum of light to be able to survive. Others don't. And it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It just means that they have found a way to use their senses and resources around them to survive and thrive. So, um, yeah, it's really an interesting book, and I would add it. If I were like sometimes I build my classes in my head, of classes I would teach, and if I were going to use this book, I would also probably add Ways of Being by James Bridle. I think those two books would work really well together because James Bridle is looking at intelligence and how we measure and compare that, and they both come to much of the same conclusion: is it's really unfair to pit one against another because some birds that or some animals that we think of as simple, are able to do very complex tasks that humans are not able to do, despite the fact that we have much bigger brains and more neurons and all that stuff. Um, and so, as with most of my favorite books, Ed Yong teaches us to ask better questions and challenge things that we've been asked, but then also just really to be inspired by the world around us. So if you haven't already read it, Immense World, Ed Yong, would definitely recommend. What are you reading? Have a good one.